Okay, hey everyone. This is going to be a quick tutorial on how to use the UTM app to create a macOS virtual machine and how to install the macOS Sequoia beta onto that VM. So this video is going to go pretty fast, and I'm going to assume that you know how to install software on your Mac and how to go through a normal macOS installation. But nevertheless, here are the steps that we're going to go through. We're going to install the UTM app from the UTM website. We're going to create a macOS VM in the UTM app. We're going to launch and configure that VM, and then we're going to download and install the macOS Sequoia beta onto the VM. And I will include all the links used below in the description. So first thing, we're going to want to go to the UTM website and grab the UTM app. So go ahead and download that and get that installed. And then once you install and launch the app, you're going to be presented with a screen to add a new VM. So make sure you do virtualization, select macOS, then hit continue, select the amount of memory that you want to use, storage. I'm going to do 120 gigabytes here for the Sequoia installer. I'm going to leave everything else the same. And then here you can see that it's initializing the VM, so we'll come back when that's done. Okay, it's done. We're going to go ahead and click play here. Confirmation that it's going to install macOS. And then it's going to start installing macOS in the background here. And here's the setup screen. Go ahead and skip through this really quickly. Basically just the normal macOS setup and account creation steps that you're probably all familiar with. So once we get through this, we're going to open a Safari browser, and we're going to go to the Mr. Macintosh website, and we're going to grab the Sequoia beta installer, which is a package, the InstallAssistant package. Once that downloads, we'll go ahead and install it, and it's going to add the install macOS 15 beta app to the applications folder. So once that's done, we'll go to applications, install macOS 15 beta, and then just like a normal macOS install process, we'll just click continue here, agree to the terms and conditions, select the disk, and authenticate here with our password. And then once Sequoia finishes installing, we can go ahead and sign in to the VM, and then we'll just go ahead and agree to this, and then we'll double check to make sure that we're on the beta version, which you can see that we are. So at this point, you can enroll your device into MDM and start testing all the new features of Sequoia, and checking compatibility issues and whatnot within your environment. So just to summarize the steps that we went through one more time here, we went to the UTM website and installed the UTM app for macOS. We then launched the UTM app and went through the process of creating a new macOS VM. Then we launched and configured the VM and created our account. Once we were logged into the VM, we went to the Mr. Macintosh website and grabbed the Sequoia InstallAssistant package, and we installed that. We then went through the process of installing macOS using the macOS installer app. And then once that was done, we were able to log in to a virtual machine that had macOS Sequoia installed. So I hope this video was useful. Sorry it was so fast, but hopefully you got something out of it and were able to follow along, or at least figure out your own way through.